I'm doing this simply to look at my face and try and process it. I'm gonna be 57 on Sunday, and I'm just headed for being old and never was young. I've been sick since 1978. I'm trying to stop feeling sorry for myself. I'm trying to stop hating on God. And you, God, wasn't the stupid, magical idiot that people say he is. I mean, a real Jesus of love, and I see some evidence for him in the Bible. I also see some evidence for a God of jealousy and vindictiveness, neither of which are love, both of which are the opposite of love. Once you've got a God that says, do as I say, not as I do, then that just makes me go, you're the reason for the hypocrisy of the whole world. You told Abraham you wouldn't cause him to commit human sacrifice like those other evil gods, and then you said, kill Isaac to prove your allegiance to me. Hundreds of years later, when people were killing people indiscriminately in the Crusades, don't you think that was on their mind? That sometimes what God wants is for you to believe the craziest, evilest, counterfactual, counter-moral shit, the most immoral, crazy shit ever, and just kill people. And, they have a saying, kill them all and let God sort them out. And I have one friend left on the planet to talk to, and I asked him if we can chat on Saturday before my birthday, and we stopped talking because of Donald Trump. And he's a good person. I don't want to argue with him anymore about Trump, but it's just like, I told him that Donald Trump was going to do several things, all of which he's in the process of doing. I said he was going to screw up the entire world, not just America, but the world, environmentally, politically, and economically. His trade war with the various people that he's having a trade war with is about to implode the world's economy. Okay? Environmentally, we all know what a disaster he is. And politically, he's on the verge of doing what I thought he might do, although I'm not sure he will, which is to start a war with Iran. In addition to being a chicken hawk with bone spurs, this loser is a bitch. I'm not saying I want him to start a war. I'm saying don't initiate a strike and then pull it back. That's the worst thing you could do. That looks weak. And what it shows them is that they should keep this shit up, because if they're ever going to get one over on us, now is the time. And we might wind up in our first real proxy war with Russia, because, we fought Russia in Vietnam, we fought Russia in Korea, whatever, you know what I mean? It was China and Korea. But you know what I'm saying? We will be fighting Iran everywhere. So we will be fighting Iran in Iraq, in Afghanistan, in Lebanon. Okay? The Saudis want this. Trump's in bed with them. He's nuts. But in addition to thinking that it might distract from his potential impeachment to start a war, he realizes that it would be the end of his presidency and the end of life on this earth as we know it. I'm not saying life would end. I'm saying that things changed a lot after both World War I and World War II. He would be starting World War III to distract from being a loser. I heard a guy on TV say this. I didn't write this. He says this guy is basically a cross between a Bond villain and Mr. Magoo. Remember Mr. Magoo? He was blind. He was bumbling around all over. They said that they keep certain stuff from him because they don't want him to. Oh God, I hope I'm not boiling this forever. I am. Oh no, I cleaned it. Okay, duh. They keep certain information for him so that they try to interfere with Russia interfering with us, but they don't tell him because they're worried he'll get offended and then interfere with the interference or tell Putin. His own people think this. So this person, in addition to being a nightmare for our economy and the environment and our culture and our morality and what passes for decorum, and literally we want a king. Here's the problem. You ready with the problem with America? We want a king. We rebelled against the tyrant, but we still want a king. We want a dictator. We want the strong arm of authoritarian blind faith bullshit. And so we didn't really put a way in the Constitution to get rid of this person because we can impeach him with a trial in I guess what, the House. But if the Senate doesn't convict, he stays. So it solves nothing, and he looks, the Democrats look weak, and then he gets empowered and says it's a vendetta, and then he wins the election. Yeah, but in the meantime, the right thing to do is that, and what we are doing is we are losing this new, youthful, idealistic generation of, and stop calling it socialism. We already have socialism. The question is, do you want to spend all this money on crazy pro-business tax cuts for rich people, wars that are too expensive, or do you want to give everyone basic guaranteed minimum income, guaranteed free college or trade school or whatever, and, public service and all this? Do you want to have homeless people sitting around in the middle of the street, or do you want to get rid of them because you become a better elitist pig? And if you want to call it socialism, or if you want to call it an infrastructure, if you wanted to call it a kinder, gentler society, if you want to call it you benefit too, you selfish, grandiose, narcissistic, malignantly narcissistic assholes, call it whatever you want. Obviously, we're going to be a capitalist country, and obviously we have an infrastructure, and obviously we have, the VA, we have, Medicare for all. Really? I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to feel sorry for myself. I'm going to have a shitty birthday, and I'm going to talk to my friend Jeff, but I can't discuss Trump because he's on the verge of starting World War III, fucking up the entire world. He thinks he owns it. He found it in his gift basket. He literally doesn't know that the people outside of his head are not projections inside of his skull. He literally thinks that the entire world is there to assuage his feelings of inadequacy and vulgarity because he's a stupid, vulgar idiot who tells everyone else that they're idiots. Here's his entire strategy. I am rubber, you are... Wait, hold on. I am rubber, you are glue. What you say bounces off of me and sticks to you. Burn! Ha! Really? The entire world is Homer Simpson. Our entire culture is... I'm doing Roscoe P. Coltrane in addition to Homer speaks. It's a whole series of unintelligible noises. Back in the day, no one spoke, English as a second language. No one speaks English as a first language. No one speaks language as a first language. People speak guttural noises and opinions based on attitudes, based on nothing. They have an attitude that something went wrong here. We become the get off my lawn country. Hey, you people, get off my lawn. Bunch of losers. We don't know what. We don't know why. We don't care. Some shit is fucked up. Someone has to pay, and it's not us. We're a puritanical country that knows that someone else is the sinner, and it's not us. Okay, see how that works for you. And I keep saying to people that are mad dogging me, try that in the hood, see if it works. By the way, Ashland, elitist pig town where they gawk at you worse. Arcata, much nicer town, but very ghetto. All kinds of people beating each other up on the plaza forever. They were beating up a girl. The girl saw the guys beating up the girl, and she said, wait, that's my job, and went and beat the girl up for the guys, because it's not right. Really? Seriously? Could you just, and then we'll just say we did because I'm just happy to pat. And then, and I'm saying, know what I mean? Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? I'm saying, know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You of all people know what I'm saying, right? I don't know what I'm saying. Just fill in the blanks. I'm not saying anything. And everybody just goes, oh, this is great. He's doing his hits. Lock up Hillary. He's not running against her. We're going to fuck with Mexicans. You're an evil racist piece of shit. I'm going to keep America great. It's not great right now. You screwed over the farmers. You screwed over the people that work minimum wage jobs. You gave rich people a tax cut. You exacerbated the deficit. The Republicans forever are the we hate taxation and spending until they get in office, and then they want a pony. And a water park. And waterworks for the rectum. Damn near killed them if they're rich. They wanted, death to the estate tax. Because that's the death tax. See, this is so stupid. We are a country founded on basic hypocrisy of slavery and genocide against the Native Americans. We do not know it. We do not know what entitlement is. We do not know that just because you're white, you don't deserve a really good job and a bunch of benefits and everyone else can go screw. We don't know that. And we're just going around going, we elected this reality star to lie to us about the nature of reality. Why isn't this working? Because we are the United States of denial, and I am done screaming for more than 9 minutes. You have 4 seconds. Hurry up, 4 seconds. Okay, I'm going to try and have a good birthday. I'm going to try and stop feeling sorry for myself. I'm going to watch this and go, gee, John, you look good enough to get a gig. If it would stop, I'm tired of my only prayer being, please, Lord, let it stop. Thank you, God, it wasn't worse, but boy, this really sucked. I was sick for 41 of my 57 years. I am not wrong when I say that this is not love on God's part, and the way it reads in the Bible is vindictively, because this wasn't the God of the Bible that did this. This was the real God who sent me a revelation of a Jesus of love, and I have now concluded that if I continue to see this from a Judeo-Christian standpoint, I will be a moralistic nightmare, and I will hate myself, and I'll hate God. And once I'm done hating God, because that version of God was the Easter Bunny, and there's a higher reality of God called higher love, and, a spiritual Christ, then I realize that there's only me left to hate. I manifested this. I was fucked when I was born. I chose this before my life. Somehow God co-signed it, and now I'm just hating me, and it's counterproductive. Please, can I stop feeling sorry for myself and hating myself because I'm done hating everyone else? I don't give a shit. Okay, later.